Hi guys, I wanted to show you guys the new obsession that I have, which is hole deployment knives. This is the Gonzo FH924. Boom. All right, you got your D2 steel here, G10 line, G10 handle. Got a wire clip here, so it's super comfortable. This thing is super smooth on bearings. Deployment is great. It actually has a really strong detent, which is surprising because it's a smaller knife, but it's just great when it deploys. Super sturdy in hand too. It's a little chunky too, a little chunky handle. Got your warranty or modified sheep's footy warranty thingy. I don't know. Got your jimping right here, super comfortable. Wish, again, I love jimping when it goes higher up. If it would have gone higher up, that would have been awesome. And if it would have had a finger choil, this thing would have been amazing because it would have just, had the cutout right here for this finger and then the choil there. It would have just melted in your hand. I got medium to smaller hands, and I'm hanging off the end right here, guys. So, definitely wish this would have been a little bit bigger, but it's a really cool knife either way. Gonzo did a really great job. This is, for all I know, their own design. It's in a D2 steel. This is one I'm definitely probably gonna acid wash and stone wash, just because the satin is really cool but super shiny, as you can see. But yeah, now it attracts too much fingerprints for me, and since it's a hole deployment, I mean, your fingers are constantly on there. So yeah, this one is super useful too with that blade shape. I mean, Gonzo did a great job with this. It came sharp out of box. This thing just really gets into utility cuts. I've been using it a lot, this one. And it's, I think, a little bit too big for a 5th pocket carry, but you could definitely, EDC this as your main. You can still kind of choke up here. You're a little too close to that blade though, so it's a little dangerous. But yeah, this is the Gonzo FH924. If you guys can see that. Cool little knife. Let me give you some size comparisons here. We'll do the Gerber Zilch here, the most expensive knife in the world, the Gerber Zilch, along with this is probably a good size comparison, the Ontario Rat number 2. So as you can tell, it's smaller than the Rat 2, so quite compact, but still a decent size. You can easily see. Let's do one more, the QSB Canary, probably another good size comparison. So you can tell it's a little bit smaller than that, but yeah, it's still, it's a little bit thicker, so it fills in the hand quite nice. All right, so moving on now, we got my first Kubey, the Kubey Koas. This thing, guys, is fucking amazing. I love this thing. I just got this maybe 2 days ago. I've not set it down. The detent on this thing is dialed in so nice. It deploys with just the perfect amount of tension. The Gonzo that I just showed you guys, it has a very strong detent considering it's a small knife. This detent right here is perfect. It's like not too soft, not too hard. It's just right in the middle. It's perfect, guys. The ergos on this are great too. Still have a little bit of space right here. You got your jimping to really get in there on the cuts. That blade cutout too is just perfect. It just lines up with your fingers, with your middle finger to spidey flick this thing. Or if you want to thumb flick it, it's great too. This thing is just, man, I've heard so much about Kubey, and I always wanted to get one. I finally, pulled the trigger on this one, which, funny enough, I bought this one used on eBay, and the person that was selling it on eBay posted pictures that were terrible. I mean, they were really bad pictures. So bad that I thought these this G10 was black. So to my surprise, when I open up the package, it's in this tan color, which I like. I prefer this tan than the black. But yeah, it also had a little bit of rust forming, just very minimal rust forming on the blade here, and a little bit on the Kubi design, very gunky in the pivot here with the ball bearing. So, you know, I suggest whenever you get a used knife, guys, you guys do your due diligence and just give it your own maintenance. Open it up, clean it up, use your oil, check it, make sure it's good, and then reassemble it. So always do that buying a used knife, whether it be, you know, even Blade Binge or eBay, wherever. Just because that way, you know, everything is, you know, good and in good conditions, and you know, put your own maintenance on it. So yeah, speaking of the blade, D2 bead blast. I don't know why they bead blast D2, because that's just asking for rust, but nonetheless, it's a thin blade stock, guys. Look at that. Pointy tip. And this thing is just amazing to cut with. I stropped it up. I used the ceramic first and then stropped it up, and this thing cuts great. It's just super slicey, super cool leaf, maybe spear point type of blade on it. And it's just super useful. This thing is, you know, great just to bear down and make utility cuts with. I'm definitely going to be taking this one to work and really getting at the cardboard, at the plastics. You know, they're going to pay the price. So, yeah, I love this thing, guys. I just got it, you know, and it's definitely become one of my favorites so far. I'm really looking forward to checking out some more Kubis too. If you guys, you know, have any you guys want to recommend to me, especially with, you know, blade holes like this, go ahead and leave it on the comments, all right? But yeah, this is the Kubi Kois. Let me see, did I show you guys? Got some milled liners in here too. So a good weight to it. The Gonzo also, sorry guys, I forget things, but the Gonzo also has milled inner liners on it too. But yeah, this thing's fucking awesome, guys. I like it a lot. All right, some size comparisons. Let's do again the good old rat number 2. And they look about the same size, but the Kois is just a little bit bigger, and it's more substantial because of the handle and the blade. So it's a little bit more substantial in hand than the Rat 2. So yeah, this is actually surprising. I thought it was going to be way bigger than the Rat 2. And then let's do my Free Tiger. My Free Tiger with the custom stonewash that I did on it. Yeah, just a little bit smaller than the Free Tiger, but this is more comparable in handle size. So yeah, right, you know, a little bit smaller than the Free Tiger, a little bit bigger than the Rat 2. All right, so lastly, moving on. Save the best for last. And here it is, guys. The CJRB Pyrite Warney alternate, whatever you guys want to call it. This thing is amazing. It's, to be honest, it's my favorite knife right now. I rotate through all my knives, but I struggle to not just grab this one every time. This thing came sharp as hell out of box. The first week I had this, guys, and the reason I didn't just upright go ahead and review this is because obviously there's so many videos on the Pyrite. I mean, there's a ton of them. You guys don't need me to just, you know, really add an individual video of the Pyrite. So that's why I just clumped it into this video. Everybody is right when they tell you that it's a great knife. And like I said, the first week I had it, this thing's so sharp. I cut myself 3 times. It wasn't the knife's fault. It was just me being stupid with it and just playing around with it too much. But I mean, this thing is super fun to fidget with, guys. Just the sounds and acoustics. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's amazing. the deployment, the button on this. I don't like stainless handles, stainless steel handles or aluminum handles, and I don't even care. I don't care that this has it. It's just that good. The finger choil, the jimping here, guys, man, this thing melts in your hand, guys. It's so comfortable. It's ridiculous. I don't know what CJRP is doing over there. Man, they got like some mad scientists over there. And I'm not going to speak on the ARRPM9 dilemma thing. You know, that's for, you know, some other people that have way more knowledge than me about steels and stuff to talk about, but it doesn't matter. I mean, this thing's sharp. That's what matters. This thing cuts. This thing is thin as hell, super pokey. You know, that's what matters to me. So, and it's a reasonable price too. So, I mean, other than that, guys, the button on this, you press it, it closes. Amazing. I mean, this thing is great. I love this knife. This is, I could almost say this is like a one and done for, you know, obviously not for me because I like knives. I'm going to keep buying knives. But for somebody that just wants to get a knife, a good knife for everyday use, you could just do this and be done with it. This is great. You're going to be able to do all your cuts. This warning right here is perfect. The holes right here for deployment to Spidey flick to thumb flick. It's just great. I mean, this thing is, I can't say enough good things about it, guys. So yeah, man, this pocket clip also just rides really low down in the pocket. You can't even see it. So, you know, I know people love that. I do too on certain knives. But yeah, this thing just works, man. It's just great. I'm thinking about getting some Rips Garage, like the little stick-on ones to add a little texture to this. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but they have these stick-on inlays, almost not inlays, but stick-on, and they're almost like a textured fabric-y you know, thing that you can put on to add texture to them. They're really cool. So I think I'm gonna do that, just because, you know, again, I don't mind the stainless steel. I actually think it feels amazing, but you know, sometimes it is a little slick. You know, I mean, I don't really mind it, but yeah, I don't want to drop this thing, you know. Other than that, guys, fuck, this thing is amazing. It's just really, really good. All right, guys, this is all three knives right here. And I just want to give a shout out actually for somebody that highly inspired, and I'd like to actually blame completely for my obsession with these knives with thumb holes now, is Fun for, or EDC for Fun. Sorry, I'll go ahead and I'll tag him down in the description. He has really, really great content, and you'll see what I mean. He absolutely loves knives with thumb hole deployment. So yeah, it's your fault, man. But yeah, guys, I'll go ahead and be posting a little bit more. So go ahead and give me a follow, like this video, and subscribe. Go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're carrying. Let me know what knives you like, or if you have any recommendations for knives with thumb hole deployments. All right, take it easy, guys. Later. Bye.